Ebra no kasa ewo mfrinhia so a no mudi ede ama mampanyin dada Obenfo John Evans Atamas ena NDC amanyoko no tetenani owura Samuel Fosuampofo ekeka nsem a Frankatuni edema NDC amanyoko no John Dramani Mahama akruche ede agu nkrata so no ena wo kire se omampanyin dada na yo nipa bi a woye stronko ewa akandifo nyina mu ose na wadwempa edema o man Ghana kabima minka bia mamuo a wonte se Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo mamu a obui omampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama etwaso echechire mu se ensemtwefo efa ahodie mpo enya de omo enya ewa aban ya wotisi.
Annual commemoration affords us a solemn moment to consider our fidelity to the good professor's example and to reflect on the principles and practice of his leadership style. We are gathered here at the time when our commitment as a nation to fairness and transparency in governance is wavering. Ghana's hard-won global reputation for a media freedom has been badly dented under the President Akufo-Addo's regime. We have seen it tarnished by denunciation of the press, threat and instigation against journalists, selective and forcible shutdown of FM stations perceived to be critical of government, among others. At this time of our nation's history, the qualities of Professor Mills' leadership and the tenets of his personal morality takes on a new luster. Professor Mills' life and leadership have never been more relevant. The quality of the man and the clarity of his principles reminds us of what leadership could be and what all faithful Ghanaians desire that it should be. A good standard for civic conduct, for fairness, for personal accountability, and for moral courage in which people might find guidance and from which they may draw strength. For the world, as it is said, is changed by our example, not by our opinion. May we Ghanaians be ever mindful of this. We commit the soul of Professor John Evans Atamas to the God he so loved and his memory to the ages. May the Asumdwe continue to rest in perfect peace. May his strength, may his resting place forever remain a place of pilgrimage for generations. On behalf of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, I pledge that inasmuch as the Asumdwe Park falls under the purview of the state, we shall nonetheless play our part in the effort to maintain this park for posterity. Rest in peace, Prof, my mentor and boss. And at this juncture, in my capacity as a national chairman of the great NDC, I wish to add a few words in respect of the Atamas Memorial Library in Cape Coast, another monument dedicated to the honor of our late president.
Opanyina wadimu ewa NDC amanyoko nim Professor Kwame Ahoy enso eden nsema onim efa opanyina ho etudwa.
One encounter I had with President Mills when the NDC came to power in 2009. To sum up the man as I knew him. As many of you know, I was very close to him. And when he assumed office as president, I went to him and I said, Prof, you know, in 2001, when President Kufuor and the MPP came to power, they did not really sack our people in public office. They asked them to proceed on leave. And whilst they were on leave, they appointed substantive persons to replace them. So technically, our people are still on leave 8 years later. So let us recall all of them back from leave. And let us see what will happen to the persons appointed to replace them. He looked at me and said, Come now, as usual, what we are saying is very logical. So I will do it. So that when they come, they will also do it. Then when we come, we do it. And when they come, they do it. And then the country goes through an infinite cycle of viciousness. I won't do it. And that is how the matter ended. Today, I look at what is happening and I ask myself, if President Bells were alive today, would he give the same answer to me as he did in 2009? That is a question that all of us have to ponder over. Many people have referred to President Mills as a reluctant politician. I don't think that he was a reluctant politician. I think that he was the kind of politician that Ghana needs.
Omampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama oye Frankatini Edima Andy Samanyukono ene Amanyukono twetwerefo panyi Owura Johnson na Sedun Katia ene abusiafo binom ene ka omo ho mu ede ahyansode a omode ekai opanyi no eto ho Obemfo John Ivan Satamus ebeye oman Ghana mampanyini efiti amfimpinu ene nkronim ede besi amfimpinu ene dumienu nimu a wo hyase edi ne djuma ede free opepon bosome no ne da na etoso enso ewo amfimpinu ene nkronim eyade asabre no odi nkonim ewo NPP amanyukuo no eso a na adedankwaku fado ene di omanim ewo mfimpinu ene nwotwe abato a ekosonim.
The call for heads to roll based on Nsema ACCA or share your performance so far one of the worst in terms of our history for this particular tournament.
Look, the football are a partisan. We management committee of the Black Star, ministers, deputy ministers, MPP. So the country was not behind the team. The team itself is polarized. Asamoah was asked not to be a captain, then the president brings him. The boys then they were not feeling happy, but they will not show it. The fundamentals are all wrong. This minister of sports, when he was ranking member, Asamoah Oken, this is the time for him to be sacked. Other than the way it is, but in Ghana, look at other countries. When they lost the coaches, the minister, all of them resigned. But in Ghana, the patronage, and that is what is killing us.
Say he needs to be sacked based on Nsema. Okay.
Exactly. Go back to play his tapes when he was ranking member. We thought he knew all under his stewardship. Momental failure, and he must go. He must go. Atta Mills, only minimum so many years before Obeye president in the sports fraternity until Okele written because no House of Folk were board chairman, Namusumi Olympics chairman, and we apart from that, I've known him for a very long time, and Obede president, you saw the difference in politics. He was not vindictive. He believed that we should all come together as one people with one common destiny. Ntina watu nizin asumdwe hino. Today my President Mahama can since look at what is happening in this country. This country is polarized, very, very polarized. It shows that we have to go back to the tenets of President Atta Mills. The Ghana, it belongs to all of us.
Yes, commemoration. Yeah, to me, Professor Mills' legacy, very befitting remembrance. Na enyonyama yede ma Professor Mills or deserve na efatano so because as president, short stay or to me obedi president, ejumapa or yeah. More importantly, the kind of exemplary leadership ne ahobrasie asumdwe yenyina ye friend asumdwe hene or the easy tensions, that kind of decent style of politics, to me a lower tensions, to me efa in kabom eba or minor. That is the kind of leadership I hear. and it was as relevant then as it is relevant today. I think as young politicians, no, as I said, they be a Kai, Professor Mills, na hope here, ne simplicity, asumjia or deba leadership, and the way of making sure, say, he was not shy to profess his religion as a Christian, and he lived according to those dictates, those doctrines, those principles. Daba Kukra said, there is any allegation, any scandal, any corruption, any sleaze, he lived above reproach, squeaky clean. And that is the legacy, and Professor Mills will remain in our hearts. Last Sunday, if he was alive, he would have turned 75. And at the personal level, I always commemorate. Monem say meba etono, and he's always in my house, always in my life, and I would always thank him for the opportunity to be mentored. He's my mentor, he's my icon, Oyami role model, Oyami Bibia, and on this day, I can only thank the great professor for that opportunity to learn at his feet.
Chairman.